Plaintiff Denise Lear McLean says the defendant is her son, and she fears that he's headed down the wrong path. Denise claims the defendant got into a fight with his friend at her house, and after all of her windows were broken out, the police took her son away at gunpoint. She's suing for the damages. Defendant Darius Ellis admits that he's been to jail for drug possession and running from the police, but insists he's a good guy. Darius does not feel responsible for the windows because his friend is the one who caused the damage.
Tell me what happened.
All right, Judge, I watch your show all the time, and I know that in the past you've done things that embarrassed your mother. And I'm here today because my son has done some things that's embarrassed me. I've been a single mom. I raised my 3 children, put my daughter through college. This is my youngest. My son was raised without a father. Their father died of a heroin overdose when he was 9 years old. And I'm sorry, I'll probably get very emotional having to have my child here. I did the best I could for my kids. On January 4th of 2009, I got a call about 3 in the morning. I was at work.
Are we getting to the case?
Yes, sir.
All right. Before we get to that, why don't you tell me about yourself?
I'm a good guy. Love
I
my
can't
mom.
hear you. Is that
So
how
I'm a
you,
good
did
guy.
you go to jail?
Huh? Have I been to jail before?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you talk like that?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You talk that soft in jail?
No, yeah, I'm just saying, this how I talk. This how I talk. I ain't no
You
aggressive.
had a problem.
I ain't no aggressive dog.
You went to jail talking like that. They called
ain't
you
aggressive
money on the
talker.
first
No, no,
day. So speak up like you do
Yeah, I ain't
when you're out
aggressive
there
talker,
playing
but-
tough and big. And speak
yeah,
up like
I'm a good
that.
guy. You
Don't
know.
get scared today.
I've been in trouble a lot in my past, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I did a lot of stuff I regret. My mom was always there, she was a wonderful woman, love her to death, strong relationship. That's about it.
Okay. And when was the last time you got in trouble with the law?
The law, around last year,
What happened then?
I
Is
had
that the incident she's referring to?
Yes.
How about before that?
before that,
Anything, that you had?
I had to do 45 days for
For what?
driving
For
without
what?
license, driving
Oh.
without license.
All right. No robbery, drug dealing, or
Yeah, I got
assaults or guns?
I got a possession and running
For
from
what?
the police. Possession of drugs,
How much?
like a quarter. Not
Quarter
that
of
much.
what?
Of marijuana.
No, you smoked that up. You just a weed head.
Yeah.
All right. We all right, man. He just a weed head. He's just a fool and a dope fiend. And a weed head. Not even a dope fiend, a weed head.
Right, and a weed head. But
Yeah, what else he do?
he's a quiet, withdrawn person. He stays.
All right.
The few times he goes out, he gets in trouble, but basically stays.
Man, let me promise you that he hasn't really, you haven't felt embarrassment if that's all he's done. Embarrassment is breaking in folks' houses, snatching purses,
No.
shooting people,
No.
carrying guns,
No.
robbing people.
No.
That's what embarrass you.
Plaintiff Denise Lear McLean is suing her son because she claims during his fight with a friend, all of her windows were broken out and the police took him away at gunpoint.
Sir, do you finish school? Where you at with your education?
Yeah, I finished high school.
Good. What about after that? You're 24?
Yes, I doing college credits online.
Oh, you should have a bachelor's. It's been 6 years.
No, I wasn't doing it like all the whole 4 year. I did it for like a year.
As a hobby?
Yeah. No, not a hobby.
I'm trying to understand.
Not as a hobby. I had a son too at the time, and
All
I
right, let's
stopped.
move on. Young man, let me advise you to get education or a skill trade of some sort that will be in demand in the future so that you don't have to resort to criminal activity. I don't want you to just be a weed head. You have a child?
Yes, sir.
You take care of the child?
Yes, sir.
You pay child support?
No, my son with me every day. He here
Oh,
with
he
me
lives
now.
with you?
Yes.
Oh, good. All right, and he takes care of his
Oh,
son?
yes, he does.
So I told you don't have anything to be embarrassed about. Yeah, he's all right, just a weed head, as I say. Go ahead. Aren't you? Tell the truth.
Yes.
Yeah, see? And if he worked and go to school full time, you wouldn't have much time to smoke weed because you got to get up in the morning. If you smoke weed every night, you can't get up in the morning. All right? Let's get to the damage he's done to your property in Bell. Tell me what happened.
All right, Judge. On January 4th of 2009, I was at work. About 3 in the morning, I got a call from his ex-girlfriend. Well, Ma, Darius and his friend got into an altercation at the house and all the windows are broken out. Now, I was in Wisconsin at this time living. This is in January. I got home about 8:30, and I pulled up at home and I couldn't do anything but cry. All of the front windows out of my house were gone. I have pictures. Even the front screen door was broken. The glass was broken. So when I got home, I asked his ex-girlfriend what happened, and she told me, I asked her first where Darius was. She told me that he had been arrested. And I said, why was he arrested? And she let me know that he had an outstanding warrant, and the police had taken him at gunpoint because he was hiding in the closet from the police. They're taking him at gunpoint out of the house. So I asked her, why did they get in an altercation? She told me that they had both been drinking, and Darius told the other boy that he had slept with his girlfriend, and they got in a fight, and the guy took a bat and broke my windows out. So at the time, my son had a job, and I had to bond him out the next day in order for him to go to work. And he did sign a promissory note, but in the course of me moving, I lost the promissory note, but I do have...
Let me hear from him about what happened.
Yes, it was January 2010. Me and a friend was leaving from the bar. We riding home. We get in an argument in the car. He punched me. I punch him back. We pull up at my mom's house. He a big guy. I'm a little guy. I run in the house to get it back. Start hitting him. Come outside, hit him. Slip and fall on the ice. He pick up the bat. I go in the house to get something else. By this time, he busting out all the windows in my mom's house.
I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but like I said, you kind of soft there. You come out with a bat. The man take the bat from you.
No.
How about you slipped? They talking about you slipped.
He'll take it. He'll take it from me though. I slip and fall.
What about the bail?
So the bill was $150, and the damages to the window was $850.
And he agreed to pay
Yes,
for
sir,
all
he did.
of it?
Yes, sir, he did.
And that doesn't quite add up to
The
$3,000.
$2,000 is for emotional distress.
$2,000.
I had to live for 2 weeks with my windows. I tried to get it fixed. You know, I tried to get it fixed, but then we found out the windows were special order. So they had to board up the house for 2 weeks, and I lived in a boarded up house in Wisconsin in January. My utility bill went off the chart. It was very bad.
Why don't you think you should pay your mother, sir?
Because my friend did it. He did it. It was his fault.
Plaintiff Denise Lear McLean is suing her son because she claims during his fight with a friend, all of her windows were broken out and the police took him away at gunpoint.
Did you agree to pay her anything?
Yes.
How much?
$1,000. I signed a promissory note.
Have you paid anything toward that $1,000?
No, sir.
So why don't you think you should keep your agreement with your mother?
I don't know, honestly. I should keep it as a man, be a man of my word. But I feel like...
All right. I'll grant you your judgment, $1,000 for the agreement that he made to pay for the damage, and $2,000 for your emotional distress of having to live in your home, boarded up for weeks, and the fear of someone perhaps returning to further damage your property or damage you, since they clearly had no fear of your son. I mean, folks, I'm just going to be honest, sir. I mean, if you were in the street in my day and you talk like that, we rob you every day. Every day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Before you go, I have got to tell you about your staff. Huh? You have the most wonderful staff that I've ever met.
Really?
They are the most customer-friendly people you ever
All right, don't run the salaries up now, but all right.
Run the salaries, but they're good people. I just want my son to know that I love him with all my heart. And I just want him to grow up and become a responsible adult, get a job, take care of his son, and do something with his life.
I love you, Mom.
Baby, I love you. I love you.